down by the Bulldogs. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, and that right side hitter, MK, she's 6'5". She's huge on the right side. And Georgia likes to go to her, especially in those must-have-a-point moments.
We'll talk about an imposing front line. You mentioned it. No small players in the Bulldogs front, both block or attack. Wagner, though, causing problems. And Clemson gets the lead back.
That's right, I like it. Wagner's not going to be afraid to swing right now. She sees those hands, she's going to just swing high or do a little off-speed shots, just trying different ways to get Georgia's defense in a scramble.
Catherine Sant. This is Patton. Over to Wagner. Down.
I mean, Kennedy, Wagner, like, feed the beast. You know, she has figured it out. I would expect Clemson to go right back to her again, but I'm going to guess Georgia's block's going to cheat over a little bit on her.
3 kills for Wagner, again coming off a career-high 20. There's Georgia with the response. You were talking about how strong Georgia attacks.
Yes, they are. Georgia, not only are they big, they can just really put some power behind the ball. Their approaches are long, and their setters putting them up. They're setting them up perfectly for their hitters to really get on top of it.
Look at passing there by Tyson and Ellerton. So far, we've seen both. Mia Moore flicks to the back. Moore strong and wide.
I love that approach. So she took that first step into the ball. She's really trying to hit that sharp angle on the right side. Just missed. But I love how both teams are trying to challenge the defense right now. We knew it was going to be a defensive battle, and we're watching it right here.
Wagner drops one down.
Yeah, Kennedy, she's a junior. She's smart. You know, she knows she can't bang on the ball the entire match. She's throwing a little off-speeding, so it's really taking the defense off, like, you know, waiting on their heels. Now they got to be on their toes.
Wagner, 84th kill. She's averaging 4.44 kills per set coming in. She's doing that with high volume. She's hitting 381. Among the best in the ACC. That one a little bit long. This is a very talented player, among the best recruits that Clemson's ever signed. And just now really coming into her own this year.
Yes, she really is. Something about this junior season, you've just seen a different side of her. The coaches talk about how high energy she is, how just steady of a player she is. And I think that helps with confidence, and you can tell on the court.
And a net violation looks like against Georgia, so the Tigers will head into a timeout on the floor with a 1-point lead here in Jervey Gym. A good one developing. The 2 aces against North Carolina A&T. Wagner puts that one down. Clemson's largest lead now at 5 points and another timeout called. Georgia wants to talk it over. Look at this.
Yeah, look at her waiting. That's when, as a hitter, your mouth's watering. You're just ready for that ball, ready to attack it down. You can tell the excitement on her face after that ball went down.
And Kennedy's quite expressive, and we talked about she's a very talented player that's really emerged this year and has been on the court a little more consistently.
Yeah, I think it's really great for Clemson. I mean, again, the reason they call her Kennergy, it's just infectious. You know, even when she gets blocked or even when she misses a dig, she's still going to come right back at you. She takes that nice big approach, big swing, and she's just kind of the constant in Clemson's offense right now.
She's doing a good job, too, in this matchup. You can see it there in that highlight package. She's got the power swing, but also the finesse. She's very good cross-court. She's good at spotting the ball there. She has a lot of skills in her tool chest there that she can use against a team like Georgia that really wants to deny you with the block.
Oh, exactly. And you know what, again, Kennedy's another smaller pin hitter. She's only 6 feet, but she's playing like she's 6'5", like some of Georgia's players right now. So I'm going to expect Sant to find her a lot more for the end of this set.
Mia McGrath still on the back line. Clemson's on a 4-point streak here. Muneke dug out. Wagner again, a big swing. That's 6 kills for Kennedy Wagner in the first set.
Yes, and Sant is just putting the ball up to her perfect. It's still, you know, it's a decent tempo ball. She's not setting a super high ball, and Wagner just going up, and she's just getting a big swing, right, finding that seam.
Georgia needs somebody to step up here. Muneke still can't find it. Wagner again. Dug out. McGrath with the dig that time. Block. And a net violation there. That's how Georgia will get off the schneid.
Yeah, and you know that, look at the block that Georgia puts up. It's a tight set like that. It was really hard. And, you know, Wagner didn't really have anything else to do but kind of push it back into the block and hope for a better play on the ball. Fortunately, she just got stuck under that net.
Muneke already saw an ace from her. Hansen pops it to her. In the middle. Bread and butter for Georgia's Tori Harper gets a kill.
Yeah, and Tori Harper, we haven't, you know, really seen much of her right now. Georgia was stuck in that rotation with her off the court for a little bit, so it's nice to kind of get her reestablished. Again, she's a big force in this Georgia team.
Hansen able to deny.
Yeah, Sant, that was such a great set, you know, behind the setter, having Hansen slide over. Again, Georgia's probably going to look for Sant to set outside Wagner since she's really the hot hands, but throwing it behind the setter gives her a better angle.
23-18, the Tigers lead. Hansen to serve. Georgia needs a little run here. That's how you start it.
Yep, that's right. That's a great swing. She really split the defense there. Again, Georgia likes to use their right side a lot. And M.K. Patton, that was a great swing by her. She found that seam, split the two defenders. They weren't quite sure who was going to pass that. Took Clemson off their defense.
M.K. Patton, Georgia's most efficient scorer. Second in kills, but first in hit percentage. There's a block. Wagner again. Middle, out. Good idea from Georgia, just not able to find it, and now it's set point for Clemson.
Yeah, and great watch by Addie Rain. She's on that line, guarding that line, and she was the first one to make sure that ball was out of bounds.
Sant to serve. Georgia's alive. M.K. Patton again, her third kill of the set.
Yeah, but you know, M.K. Patton, she's one of those players that once she gets going, Coach Black is going to tell their setters to feed her the ball a little bit more. Now they rotate her off the court, so this could be an opportunity for Clemson right here to finish this set out.
Chance for Georgia here. A freebie from the back line.
Yeah, got to touch on that one. That's a huge swing by Muneke again. You know, they'll find her anywhere on the court. Swinging the pipe, swinging outside, bring her in for some middle swings.
24-21. Bleeker to serve more. Nice dig again by Lim. More. Oh, kept alive. That's nice. More again. Blocked. Out. And the set goes to Clemson here at home. A strong start for the Tigers. 25-21. We'll come back with the second here in a moment.
Set by Sant. I love it.
Clemson with 32 digs already. Fourth in the ACC at 15.3 per set. McGrath tried to score a cheapie. Popped up. And into the block and down. That's Adriana Rhoda, her third kill.
Yeah, that was a good swing by Rhoda. You know, she still couldn't even really take her full approach because there was a lot of little bobbling at the net, but just a power swing right through the block.
There's a look at Rhoda. Taking a rest. Well earned. McGrath. Clemson regroups. Hansen. Battle at the net. Kept alive. Popped off the block, and that'll get down.
Wow, so smart. And what a play by a veteran right there. Notice that the defense was pinched in, and then she just popped that ball right in that deep corner. Nice block. Couldn't have asked for a better rally right there.
Hansen and McGrath combine on it. Here's Mia. Into the net on serve. 5 service errors for Clemson, 4 for Georgia. Both teams probably leaving a little to be desired in that regard.
That's right. I still think they're both just trying to be really aggressive.
Nice dig. That was Ellerton. A little too much mustard that time. Georgia now up 2, 20-18.
Yeah, that was a really, tough pickup, but Haljan, she was really smart, kind of pushed that ball right over the block a little bit.
That's been a good adjustment by Georgia to play through her a little bit. She's got 4 kills. Tori Harper, we talked about her, she's been a little more quiet. That was her 3rd. But you can tell the Bulldogs starting to figure some things out with how to best attack Clemson.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a big part of that is, Georgia's been taken out of system a lot. So if you're out of system, it's really hard to set that middle hitter. The middle's working hard across the net. And if you're not passing that ball right on top of your setter's hands, it's hard to find the middle and establish them. And I think Clemson's just done a really great job taking Georgia out of their defensive system right now.
Well, one of the players responsible for making things hard on Georgia is Mia McGrath. 9 kills, 11 digs, 2 blocks. She has been everywhere tonight.
Yes, I mean, it started out strong with Wagner, and then Mia McGrath said, hey, it's my turn, let's go. She had some service aces, little friendly roll there, and then she just became a powerhouse on the net. She wasn't afraid to swing, hit high hands, through the block, staying aggressive at the net. And that really is what's been putting Clemson out here in the lead recently.
You look at it, she's averaging 2.6 kills per set. She's got 9 already today. Her season high is 12. She has no double-doubles so far this year, but she's just 1 kill away from it already. This is her best volleyball, and you love to see that from a veteran, to step up and play her best when the lights are a little bit brighter.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what makes it even more fun is Sant has like 2 or 3 hitters right now that she can really feed the ball to. She's got a lot of options to distribute, and that makes a really solid offensive team.
McGrath was the tournament MVP in the Gamecock Classic, which included Clemson's first win at South Carolina since 1994. As there's an errant hit by Wagner and a 3-point lead for Georgia.
Yeah, and the Clemson South Carolina game is so big anyways. I love that they brought the fan bus and then, goes to 5 sets. It's fun for the Clemson family.
Can Georgia rally here? They do. Kate Hansen.
I love it. I feel like that was almost a replay of the last hit that Hansen had. Just that little quick right behind the setter. It gives her a bigger seam to swing through and made it look really easy, honestly.
Hansen, the Texas Tech transfer, a junior. Blocked. Clemson doing work defensively at the net. That is 6 blocks for the Tigers so far.
I love it. I wonder if some part in their mind they were like, all right, it's our turn. Georgia's great at blocking. Let's be great too. Because look at that. That's a textbook block right there and shows all the excitement.
Middle attack. Sant was ready but couldn't keep it in play.
Yeah, and smart by Tori Harper. She hasn't really got a lot of sets. We just talked about that. And that one wasn't even great. She was still not fully off the net, but she made a smart play and was able to score the point for Georgia.
This is Harper's 198 set played in a Georgia uniform. She's going to find hers somehow, some way. McGrath Dug out. Ellerton was there. Down in the middle. That's Haugen again. 5 kills, all in the second.
Yeah, Haugen, she's really, she's stepped up for her team right now. Again, they're out of system. They're sending a lot of balls to the outside. She's always ready to hit. She does a great job finding those high hands. And again, it's going to give Georgia a little bit of momentum going into the end of the second set.
Timeout Clemson, 23-20. Georgia with the 3-point lead. Clemson, reminders, got that 25-21 first set win. If you're Coach Simpson Kier, what's your message here to your team? You got to get some points in a hurry.
Hey, I'm telling them stay disciplined. Everything they're doing on the defensive end, they're staying disciplined. Find a way to get that in-system pass. And I'm telling Sant, you find a pin hitter right now. Find a pin. Either, shoot it back or send it outside to Wagner or McGrath, and you just let them do work. Especially, Mia Moore too with that lefty. She's getting ready to come in this next rotation or so. So right now it's a big side out, big ball handling opportunity on this first serve, and then just do the things that have been working for us right now.
And what about on the other side with the Bulldogs? You're trying to close this thing out, draw one apiece. What's the key to getting a couple of points here?
I think for Tom Black's team right now is they need to not be afraid. They need to serve aggressive like they have been in this set, stay patient, and big swings on the front court. I think defensively their block is kind of being a little more cohesive right now, and they're putting up some better blocks that they didn't in the first set. So just doing the small little things that are starting to work, especially with Haugen out there and how she's really found ways to score points.
And Coach Black, a veteran of the collegiate coaching ranks, his 21st season, 9 years at Georgia, has done some really great things with the Bulldogs program. Looking to engineer a second set victory here to draw even with the Tigers. Here's Wagner. Again, ready to go is Muneke. Drop down, dug over. That's out, and Wagner's going to get that point.
That's right, Wagner, she's still hot hands right now. She's not afraid to swing. She had 2 back-to-back swings. I could have expected maybe some off speed, but she's being really confident in this set, and I love that she's swinging.
Sant serving. That's the one that the Tigers will want. She'll only get one opportunity, though. That's well delivered and well put down there by M.K. Patton.
Yeah, Patton, she's 6'5". She's so, look at how long her legs are. She takes that big approach, just hitting right outside of that middle's right hand. Big open space.
There's Anna Julia Beaker, and that's out. Just a little long.
Yeah, that's tough, especially too on, set point. But again, I think in Georgia's mind, they want to just continue to stay aggressive in the service line.
Wagner with it now for Clemson. Georgia still with 2 set points. Wagner, an aggressive serve there. And a dig. And a net violation on Okur. That'll give it to Georgia. And we are all even at a set apiece. Really good battle here to start, Regina. We've seen everything that we want to see here tonight in the SEC-ACC showdown at the net.